Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Erik.
Kelly?
Jason.
And this week we watched Elf, directed by Jon Favreau, written by David Birnbaum, starring Will Ferrell, James Caan, and Bob Newhart. IMDb synopsis: after discovering he is a human, a man raised as an elf at the North Pole decides to travel to New York to locate his real father. So what do you guys think?
I love Elf. I love it so much. It's just, I'm a Will Ferrell fan. I know people just like are either a hit or a miss with him. They're like, yes, or a heck no. I'm a yes. So
That's true. She gets turned on when he's wandering around in his underwears.
I know know him so well. Like you guys know in the past, I know his butt.
Yeah, that's true. I
So-
do remember that. Kelly's like, that is not his butt. In
Yeah,
Hard.
I knew it.
Yeah, definitely has a butt double.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So this is nice to see him in a not so goofy
Crass.
role or crass role. Yeah, it's just more wholesome and cute and adorable and innocent, and I'm all about those things at Christmas time.
That's true. That's
So,
very true.
Because this is the last podcast before the holiday, and nobody else has cameras, I wore my ugly sweater today. Star Wars.
Oh, yay!
thing. I also have a Christmas shirt underneath, but it is bright green and will not show up with the green screen, so nobody can see what it says.
Ah, you did be a floating head. That's not good.
Yeah, with a little bit of Darth Vader on there. So
Ah,
Apparently, Stanley is very into whatever anybody.
no, he just wants to grab the mic.
he
But
wants
yeah,
to be on the
that's
mic, man. He's like,
No.
fuck yeah, let's get on here. I want to do my own podcast, baby podcast. All the
Yeah.
baby podcasts of it.
That's a good idea, Stan. I mean, look at you going. I mean, there's a freaking 8-year-old that's the most richest YouTuber right now.
That's
Like, he can
ridiculous,
do
right?
a podcast. Ryan who? There'll be Stan, the man, the podcast. Stan the baby man. I don't know.
Boss baby. Boss baby.
Yeah.
Stan.
I feel
Yeah.
like they would get sued if they called him Boss Baby.
Not if it's Boss Baby Stan. It's different.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
That's true.
Like a boss, baby Stan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now we can get sued by two people.
Oh, don'tsueus.com.
Wait, wouldn't it be 3 people? Because isn't the Lonely Island 3 people?
Yeah, but
Well,
I figured I kind of
yeah.
assumed that was like a one entity kind of suing.
Yes.
Oh.
point,
that
and
that
then-
makes
Well, I mean,
sense.
let's face it. Only Andy Samberg would ever
No.
bother to sue us. The other guys are like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because you can tell by their faces that they're nice, but then you look at that guy and he's probably a jackass.
I wonder if he is.
It's like one of those guys you went to high school with. You're like, you're really not that cool. Why do you think you are?
Yeah, Steven, I definitely knew those people.
I knew him too. I went to the same school
I
as
was gonna
y'all.
say Kelly did go to the same school, Erik.
Oh, that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You're-
but she sat in the back and then wasn't paying any attention. I've seen her. She was in Kellyland the whole time.
No. Maybe during like the lesson, Kellyland, yes, but like watching people in the classroom, I was on that. On
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Just people watching like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jason, you picked this movie.
You did.
I did.
And
It was just a last minute choice.
I'm pretty sure it was under duress.
It was under duress, yes.
Did
I-
your daughter threaten to kill you if you didn't pick it?
Yes.
I am one of the people who does not like Will Ferrell very much.
So we know one thing that's wrong with Jason. I mean,
His
right.
we found a lot of things wrong with Jason through the years, but that's one of them.
his method of acting just bothers me.
You mean where he's funny and he makes fun of things?
I guess he's funny.
Dude, you can't watch Step Brothers and think that guy's not funny.
You can.
You cannot.
You
I
can
laughed
watch it.
so
and think,
hard in the movie theater,
guy-
I had to change my underwear.
This is true. I was there.
Did you poop yourself or pee yourself, Eric? This is
A little
Ah,
tiny bit of pee. Little bit of pee.
All right.
There might have been a big old.
There
mess.
was not a turd in
It was.
there.
It was very questionable.
The guy next to us was farting.
He was
All right, I farted a little bit, but there was no mess with the farts.
She's questioning. She's like, "Is this a normal streak, or is this
No,
like a I laughed
no,
too hard
no.
streak?"
Jason, this is too far. You know that.
The closest I've ever gotten to shit myself was while was laughing was when we watched that show with the dead guy. The
Deadbeat?
guy who could see the ghosts. Yeah, Deadbeat.
Deadbeat.
And he's in the bathroom having the shits, and I was laughing so hard. And I was sick at the time. My stomach was not working with me.
Stan loved
Yeah.
that one too.
Stan loved that. He's like, yeah. He's so excited right
Don't
now.
grab that. Yeah, he is.
It's way better than Mad Stan, right?
Yes.
Well, he's slowly transitioning into that right now.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
see the
'cause
transformation going.
I won't
on.
let him grab at the mic.
He's hulking out soon.
He'll
Yes,
hulk it
he
up.
is.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny
You don't want to
When-
see Stan when he's
when
mad.
you're feeding him stuff and he really wants another one, but you're taking too long.
Yeah.
He,
AKA loading it.
he
you know,
locks
up the
eyes
fork,
with
on
you
the
and he
fork.
goes, "Ugh," and he shakes his face.
Does he so he goes Red Hulk? He gets all red. though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does.
Grits his teeth and he.
I pointed at Kelly. I'm like, this is totally you. This is not me.
I don't know, Eric.
Well,
I've seen you go get pretty aggressive over some food, man.
Oh, that's true. I remember when you were trying to eat the last piece of pizza, and I was like, "Get away from that!
I almost walked away with a stub.
Don't
on that
look
one.
and touch it! I'll rip that arm right off of
No,
there."
I remember in fourth grade, there was the kids at my table were doing this thing where you clench your teeth and you turn your whole face red on purpose,
Yeah.
And so that's when he made that face. I was like, and Eric pointed at me and like, yep, I did do that. I was along with the kids going, I can do it better, and then I'm like, I can't breathe.
You pass out.
That's how
Pretty
I
much.
popped one of my holes in my sinus cavity doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't recommend that. You don't want holes in your sinus cavity. Because then you get like snot coming out of your eye, or in my case, now I have snot coming out of my eye and a tooth. So it's
Awesome.
really nice when I get the sniffles, because now when I blow, I can feel the air going through the cavity hole,
Oh.
and it
Gross.
sucks. I mean, you want to talk about cavities, though. First off, how the fuck does this guy not have diabetes?
Yeah, that's true.
Secondly, how does he even have any teeth? Like, I want to go there and have him give me the magic non-diabetes potion and the
Yeah.
sugar-proof
Who's his
teeth.
dentist?
It's probably
And-
Ming Ming.
And he's still skinny as all get out too.
Well, you see how fast he works. I mean, he's working off some calories there.
I mean, he did
Decorating that whole.
88 etch a sketches done. All right.
I really feel like I could
Yeah,
make more
true.
than that. I really do.
Feel you.
It seems like you could get a good, unless they're like they have some part of it where you're putting it together and it's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You know?
We were watching this, and my daughter, when he's in school and they're teaching, like they're talking about the circuit boards and all that stuff. My daughter's like, "Why is there an old man sitting in a classroom with a bunch of children?" And it's like they're elves. But then I looked at him like they are still all children though. Like he should just be a really tall kid, right? Doesn't what like did he get held back in elf school or something?
No, elves, since they're like, live hundreds of years,
Yeah,
they
and
can afford to be in
Ah.
school for 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you've seen Santa Claus, they talk about age on elves. Like they could be 900 years old but look young.
Yeah.
So
That's why, like, one of the things that bothers me about elves and any kind of, thing where they're long lived and they fight people,
yeah.
there's no way in any martial skill that unless the elf is way weaker than a person, they would not just completely dominate you because they have so much more practice.
And they pretty much make, in most stuff, they pretty much make elves out to be stronger than humans also. Besides more agile, they're also
Yeah.
stronger. So like Vulcan kind of thing, where they somehow have muscles that are denser, so they don't look all
They're just
bulky and
better.
shit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Did
Like
you just refer to
magic.
Vulcan as being elves?
Yeah, they're the elves of
They're
Star
the
Trek.
same thing, yeah. It's like Klingons and orcs. Nobody's ever noticed this.
Huh.
Romulans and Dark Elves, except for without the skin color thing. You know, they had to make it more
got a skin
PC.
color thing.
Well, I mean, there is like a whole Romulan subrace that is white skinned, like can't stand sunlight though too. The
Aren't
like,
those the Remans?
the Remans, yeah.
Those are like I think those are a separate, like something that's.
I'm pretty sure they are now.
Remus.
All right, so
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough about this to actually be an expert.
There's
on
a
it. I
Star
am
Trek
making shit up
Picard
right now.
movie with Tom Hardy in it, and anyways, they kind of look like Batmen,
Yeah, they do.
not Batman, but Batmen, and they seem like they're a different species, because it would take more than a couple hundred years to go from Romulan or oh wait, I guess we need to find out how long it took Romulans to go away. But anyways,
so
back to
you're
the
telling me
sweet ass movie.
the original writer of Star Trek basically took a whole bunch of stories that already existed. He was like, let's just put it in space, call them something else, and it'll be great.
And they took out the
it
magic.
worked great.
Mhm.
It worked. Yeah, they just traded they just traded magic for space
technology.
magic, aka technology. We have teleporters, or what the hell, transporters. What the fuck are they called?
They're
Are they
transporters.
transporters?
Yeah.
Transporters.
Don't look at me. I
And
have
they're
no
just
idea.
it's just teleportation.
And like
know,
and then
poofing
Star
magic.
Trek or Star Wars took the space magic and just left, or took the magic and just left that in, but put them in space. So they
Yeah.
don't really have the crazy technology that Star Trek does, or at least you don't really see it. I guess I don't know.
I feel like I like Star Trek better though.
Yeah,
Their ships in Star Wars are, they don't look very technological sound. I mean, the only reason that they ever won in battles because they were bigger than the other ships, so they could take more hits.
well, I was reading some stuff today because I'm a nerd, and apparently the Star Wars ships are way faster than the Star Trek ships. Like
That's because they have hyperspace in that universe.
yeah,
If Star Wars had hyperspace,
Star
or
Trek.
Star Trek had hyperspace, first of all, let's get real here. If you've got Star Trek people and they like show up in the Star Wars universe, other than the first guy that's going to get their ass kicked by a Jedi because they have no idea about space stuff, their space magic. I mean, the reality is, what actually be super funny is if the guy's like on the hull of the ship, and then Captain Picard's like, Data, beam that guy outside.
Yeah.
And the Jedi's like, oh shit. When he realizes nothing he can do, he's just gonna die.
Just beam all the metachlorians out of his body. He'd be
Just
fucked.
like, boop. Hey, look, he's dead out there.
Yeah,
Bye.
let's take that cool laser sword he's got.
It'd be hilarious. Like Darth Vader's like, oh shit. He's just outside dead. Beam the top half of that guy's body and leave it out there. He don't need the rest of that. We can examine his legs for some kind of weird. And then
It wouldn't be
fucking
that
Mr.
weird.
Spock would be injecting himself with midichlorians. And then he'd be able to use the Force better than anybody
Well,
else.
he definitely would, because
he's
he'd
a
have a
Vulcan.
more, he'd have way more of a ordered mind and a lot of stuff. He'd be able to do whatever the fuck he wanted.
He's just floating around.
Yeah.
I feel like that needs to happen now. I want to see Spock floating around.
He would
His
just
legs
sit in his room and
degenerate because he never uses them.
he would sit in his room and always have a Force ghost everywhere. He would never like go anywhere.
I thought you were gonna go Ricky with that. Were you gonna say he'd sit in his room and have a Force stroke all the time?
Oh,
I mean, this isn't Kirk we're talking about. This is fucking
That's
Spock.
true.
If it was Kirk, definitely.
He would not sit in his room. He'd just be walking around bars being like, "You're gonna have sex with me. You're gonna have sex with me.
Using the,
You
mind
desperately
trick.
want to have sex with me."
And then she would turn around and be like, yeah, I do.
He accidentally does it to the entire fucking room.
And Kirk would be like, all right, let's go.
He full on Morty's it with that love potion.
Yeah.
Except luckily that won't mutate anybody.
Except then he'd panic, not be able to undo it, and he'd have to have sex with all of them.
He'd just have sex with all of
he'd
them.
be
It's
into it.
Kirk. He wouldn't give a shit.
Guy with two penises. Never read that before.
My God, Zorn is there?
Zorn.
Yeah. So,
oh God.
oh, Jesus,
Sorry,
Stan.
Cena spit up on me very
That was
hugely.
so much.
Oh my God.
No wonder
Go
he
ahead,
is.
go ahead, carry on.
Nice.
You look so happy. Did you drink too much Coke in one shot, Stan?
Oh,
He sounds so happy now. He's like, yeah.
Feels
Probably his
better.
his tummy was probably bothering him.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't chew on that though. Go ahead, honey. Go say something.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was watching you. Yeah, so the this Elf movie, I didn't really care for this movie the first time I seen it, but I don't remember why. I just seen it right after it came out. Then the next time I seen it was with Kelly, and I liked it a lot. So I'm not sure what the hell the deal is with that.
I do have to say it's grown on me a little bit. The first time I saw it, I just hated it. But yeah, it's not great to me. That and just the amount of sugar he eats just grosses me out. Like, it actually disgusts me.
I'm gonna make you some spaghetti with fucking syrup on it, and you're gonna eat it and like it. All right.
You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
That's right, Jason.
Yeah.
If I'm hungry enough, I might eat it, but it doesn't mean I'll like it.
There was a stage in my life where I could have went tit for tat with the sugar that he was eating. Steve's witnessed that part of that stage.
Yeah.
So I was reading on the IMDb that he actually did eat a lot of sugar. What he ate, he actually ate some, obviously, and it gave him like nonstop headaches. Stop it. Sorry, I didn't mean to act like I had Tourette's.
That was weird.
And yeah, so he got sick. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean that's a hell of a fucking lot of sugar. The fucking whole bottle of syrup on that shit. Come on. I liked when he got drunk with the mailroom guy though. That was pretty funny.
Mailroom Ricky?
Yeah. Oh man.
Do you remind you of Ricky too, or is it just me?
I could see it. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See where you got that. I wasn't thinking it, then, but yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like the I like where he goes into the gumdrop forest and all that in the seven.
Yeah.
I somehow
Whatever.
missed the
Seventh level of candy cane forest.
Yeah.
I saw Candy Cane Forest. I somehow missed the gumdrop. Did he actually show it or just
No.
talk about it?
No, he just talked about it.
Okay, I kept thinking I missed it. So I'm like, just watched this. How did I miss that?
Yeah. They just show him like on the ice a couple of times, and then he goes through the candy cane forest, and then he's in New York or whatever, where the fuck he ends up. So
Yeah, the whole outside scene with the animals and the snowman is all like mirrored or whatever from the Rudolph classic movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that
man.
I love that. Did I do that?
You did.
Yeah, I thought that. The Californians.
If I could do that all podcast, that'd be really fun, but it'd probably get really annoying to people, so I won't do that.
That's why I pointed it out. You laughed.
Yeah, but I mean
just
the
how
whole
she
podcast.
talks all the time. When you guys aren't around, she's like, yeah. I just drive down the 405, then I make a left onto Durango Street, and then I make a right, and then I'm here.
Damn it.
Californians.
Just staring into a mirror.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
God damn it. That was funny. Shit.
So,
Oops.
let's see. I thought they did a good job picking the dad for this,
Oh, he's a grump. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good grump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Conn.
but he seems like he could be lovable, so there's some hope for him.
I mean,
But
even
if
when
they
he was
pick
kind of
somebody-
redeeming himself at the end, though, he was still kind of like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Kinda
Yeah.
like
Well, you can't make
begrudgingly
a
started
silk
singing,
purse out of a pig's ear, so I mean,
says you.
it's like if my dad decided to be the nicest guy and like the sweetest, most friendly guy in the world, I would literally go get him a brain scan.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'd be like, oh my god, I think there's something wrong with him because that's just not his personality,
No.
and that's fine. That's how people are.
Yeah.
Dads are supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be like kind of scary. I'm gonna be a terrible dad as far as that goes because I'm just too nice.
We
Actually,
talked,
me
we
and him
talked
are
about
gonna
that
be
last
buddies.
week with the dad from Christmas Story too. Was like,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, he was way better. He was like a lot more likable
Yeah.
and loving seeming than Gruff.
Well, I mean, obviously, he doesn't even pay his secretary enough. She lives in a damn camper doing, declawing cats.
Yeah, what a dick.
And she was declawing cats for what's that called? Just because she was helping somebody out too. She wasn't because she didn't ask for payment. Remember, she's like, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll just do this.
True, but I think it sounds like she lives in a camper.
Yeah. Well,
That
New
was my
York's
main-
an expensive place to live.
Yeah.
That's true. That sucks that it's expensive. It's too bad they couldn't make more buildings or dig some buildings underneath the ground.
Can't do that, Eric. It just wouldn't work, man. Just can't do
Make
that.
some sweet like boat buildings that they have on the Hudson River. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Like giant floating buildings.
Okay.
I kind of just want to see one of those. Like, have you guys ever seen pictures of like Thailand or Indonesia where they have like the lakes that are covered in houseboats?
Yes.
I want to see that in New York.
And the lakes are like super
Yeah.
toxic and gross. And
Yeah, but I mean, they're already full of sewage and stuff. Why not dump the houseboat stuff out there too?
well, and
Just go full redneck with New York.
all the disaster movies and stuff like that, when the fucking the city sinks or gets like hit by a giant wave, those houses are going to have a better chance. Probably not against a giant wave, but when the oceans rise or whatever and New York sinks under the water or some shit like they always show in those movies, the houseboats will be fine. They'll be the ones living in good houses while everybody else is living in weird, fucking
Holy
flooded out
shit, Steve! You
shitholes.
just if global warming happens sooner rather than later, we need to start building houseboats.
So we can sell
We're
them,
gonna
or
be
should we have
rich
somewhere
as
to live?
fuck. Both. We can sell them because everybody's gonna get flooded out. We should just start in like Florida and put them. Be like, yeah, this house. Don't worry. When the ocean comes up, it'll just float right where it's at. It'll remain tethered safely to where it's supposed to be tethered to. And then, yeah, it might bounce around a little bit and it get tangled up with your neighbor's boat, but that's okay.
Well, that's why we make the boats wide enough so that they have a less chance of kind of tipping over,
Oh, yeah, you just make them real wide.
Yeah.
And short.
Here's Eric, he's like, well, how was I supposed to know it was going to be a 30 feet deep flood? I mean, I put a 20-foot chain on there. The house is like 10 feet underwater.
One side of it.
Yeah.
Just
The other
undo the
half's-
chain. The other half will come back up. Be all right.
I mean, let's be real here. As if I would ever actually hook the chain up.
These people would be
Just
citizens
people-
of some other country.
Yeah.
And
He has
it's
like
all
a
done.
9-penny nail in the ground. He's like, yeah, I gotta hold it.
Perfect.
I would definitely use a 16-penny nail. That's my technique there. They would never know.
So what does that mean? 16-penny nail? Is it what
Size.
why is it called that? As a size?
Yeah, it's like how many pennies it takes to. It has something to do with weight, I think.
Mm.
But yeah,
I don't actually know the reason why, but it has to do with size.
I actually just heard of that other day. The community watch place of a place we used to live. So there was a whole bunch of 16-penny nails dumped in the middle of the road on multiple days. Like someone kept doing it, and we lived.
What?
We lived there like last year. And it was like,
Really?
yeah. So I was like, I wonder if I ever had that problem when we lived there with my car and I was going to work. We just got luckier. I don't know. Just weird. Anyway, so
oh, that sucks. Who the hell does that?
someone that
A
I don't know.
jackass.
yeah, they hate someone on that road and are just like, I'll get you.
Don't you wish you could hire this elf to decorate your house?
Yes.
I
Only
mean,
if I could help with him. That would be so fun. Like, okay, I've made snowflakes before, but not a chain of snowflakes. Like, how in the world do you do that? I want to know. I want to make those little people holding hands and all that.
Okay, I just looked it up. So this is based on long time ago. This was the cost of the nails. So like a 3.5
Oh, there
inch
you
nail
go.
would have been a 16-penny nail. It cost 16 pennies.
That's what I thought.
that makes sense.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So like a 9-penny nail would be like a 2-inch nail. So I
Uh-huh.
was going even cheaper than Eric.
Holy shit! Can you? What?
What?
Well, I mean, that's when they used to probably beat them with a hammer.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
how the hell are fucking nails almost the same price as they were back then?
If they beat him with a hammer, it takes time. It would make
Manufacturing
sense,
cost reduction. You know what's going to be funny in the next 30 years? We're going to have like $1 a piece nails.
Probably.
because the dollar is just like on a runaway course.
So then we just need to start 3D printing homes and stuff that don't require any nails or anything, right? They got like the Lego style houses, shit.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it, screws are way better than nails, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them.
But
better.
if the nails are going to be more expensive, wouldn't the pennies be more? Or the pennies? Jesus Christ!
The pennies would probably be less expensive, Steve.
Yeah, well, that's true. I meant that the screws would be more expensive, also, right?
Well, I mean, the prostitutes, they have to charge more money.
Because of inflation.
Yeah.
Double inflation. You got inflation on. Never mind.
Or it could be a sex doll,
Damn it!
Oh, I forgot about the
inflation?
robot sex dolls. We can
No,
get them to
it's
hammer
not
out the
robot.
nails old style way.
Okay.
Old style way.
Yeah, they can stand there. Could you imagine that scene? A
That's the way
sex
to-
doll heating up iron in a forge, and then they pull it out, and then they're beating it with a hammer.
Their silicone would melt like crazy if they were doing that.
No, silicone doesn't melt until it doesn't even catch on fire to like 800 degrees.
God damn it. See, he's talking about all this, and all I've got is a picture of not necessarily Ricky, but a guy that kind of looks like Ricky standing behind him like, I'm just helping her out.
Eric, actually, the melting point of Oh, hold on. Let's put silicone in. Hold on. That was the wrong one.
Did you put silicon?
I did. I was like, that seems really high. That's weird.
That's like glass. That gets really high.
It
to
was like
melt that.
25,000 or 2,500 degrees was silicon. Silicone, yeah, 450 degrees Celsius. That's still pretty high.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
high. I feel like you could melt nails.
I
and
was
not-
talking about in Fahrenheit, so I think that's pretty close.
842.
See, I was pretty close. I said like 900 or
Yeah.
800. I'm not sure what I probably said 900. I just remember because Jay's 2 cents uses a tube of silicone inside of the what the hell that PTFE stuff or acrylic to make tubes,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, this stuff won't burst into flames until like 900 degrees."
There you go. Now we know. And
I
no
feel
one's
like
out
Eric
the
got
battle.
distracted at the end of his sentence.
Yeah, Kelly's like she can't stand up right now and check on the kid for some reason, so
I
she's
can't too.
worried that
You were
can't
closer
see
to him. I was seeing if you could see his eyes. Jeez Louise.
Well, I'm in the middle of talking.
You could still talk, nod your head, go, yeah, he's fine. Apparently, that's too much.
It's too much.
I think we
It's too
both
much.
know it's all I can do to talk at all in the first place. I need all of my faculties for that.
True. Sorry.
What the hell are you eating on, you little Oh, he's eating on the little liver. Why is he like chewing on metal so much? He's like a little hyena.
He's probably teething, and the quicker he can break the gums, the better he'll be happy about it. So,
Metal's cool too. Usually.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that too. They want something cold when they're teething to gnaw on. That's why they make the little ice pack things on with the sharp edges on the rubber, so it kind of digs into their gums as they're chewing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get some of those. I've heard that you can freeze rags too.
Yes.
I don't know that. I haven't seen that.
You just gotta
I
make
guess
sure it's
I'll
a
have to
clean
do
rag.
that.
They're in the
Don't
freezer
do
right
it.
now.
You know, we don't want to use an oily rag,
No,
but
don't
that'll
get
make
the-
them extra cold.
Yeah.
You know what really works well is just a little bit of booze on the finger. I
No.
once did it, but
That's the other super ability Elf got was apparently he doesn't get frostbite at all. He's just able to like hang out in his weird tights and just not get cold at all. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
speaking
Dude,
of
there's a real
frostbite,
person who walked to Everest in shorts. I think this guy's my real dad.
I was about to say, I think he's related to Eric.
I gotta look up his name. He was on. He teaches
What?
some like breathing exercise, some other stuff. But he wanders around. He doesn't get hypothermia because his body's just. I think you can just adapt yourself to the cold.
Yeah, the same guy did like a jog like in the snow in like his underwear or something like that, and it was like 3 miles or something in like 0-degree weather, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah, some lady swam across the English Channel when it was like icy. So she's a badass. So I don't think that
This
you have
guy's
to
name
necessarily
is
have to
Wim
do it.
Hof Haas.
That's it, dude.
Isn't he like
Yeah.
a Russian or something?
I think he's Belgian.
I don't remember. I've seen him before though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep
I-
researching. Hold on.
Steve is researching. You know, Steve, all of
had
the
him on
internet nerds
Mythbusters.
who research stuff on Spider-Man are a lot faster than you.
I know they are.
They had him on Mythbusters with heat cameras and stuff, and they actually figured out how he does it where other people can't. And they put him and I don't know, like Glenn or somebody in like this ice bath right next to each other. And the one guy's body turned completely blue, and they had to pull him out because he started freezing after like 2 minutes, and the other guy's body was still just perfectly red and glowing in there. And they figured out it has to do with the way his pores close up, and it basically pulls all the heat into his muscle and keeps it away from the cold of the water. So just the outer edge of his like body gets cold, where everything else is still warm. It was like crazy.
He's
I think
he's from the
part of it might have.
Netherlands.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't I say Dutch?
I don't
Is
know
that
what you
Dutch?
said. It is Dutch, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said Dutch.
I don't know.
Anyways, so yeah, part of it could just be like, you know, there's what the hell is mitochondria?
Metachlorians?
Yeah, I was gonna say midichlorians. Mitochondria, though, like the energy things in your cells, his might just not give up so quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you might be able to like get your body better at heating up. Then again, it might just be some weird genetic thing where he has super pores that close up.
Hey, you could learn how to do this stuff. You can go to Barcelona. You can learn the theory, get an ice bath, and learn the breathing for only 99 euros. Get in there, man.
What?
Yeah. Or
I wonder
you
if
wanna
I get a
travel with-
refund if I could just tough it out and deal with the ice bath.
if
I
you
don't
wanna-
pretty
think he's in
fat.
trouble.
If you want to travel with the guy, it's only 1,200 euros, and just travel with the guy and learn all this shit too.
I don't want to travel with some weirdo.
Be in Poland.
I'd rather go to like Sweden or someplace like that.
Eric's over here. I don't want to travel with some weirdo. That guy'd meet Eric and be like, I don't want to travel with some weirdo.
Hey, who the fuck is this guy?
He looks like a fucking bear. I don't think he even needs any training.
He'd be mad. I'd be like, I'm fine. I don't know. Is this like supposed to be a big deal?
It's like -10. The guy's actually. showering. Eric's over
I'm
there.
sure he could probably out cold me because there's been times where I'm like, all right, that's enough of this crap. It's not very often though. It has to do with like what clothes I'm wearing, you know, all that stuff.
Me, I'm like 79 degrees and shivering. Eric's over there sweating his balls off at 79.
I actually was earlier. Yeah, it's like I got it up to 73 in here, and I'm like, it's hot. I was sweating.
It's about where it was when I turned the heater off in here, and I was like, "What the fuck are you people doing? It's too fucking hot in here."
I had
Yeah.
my heater set at 80.
Oh,
That
gross.
sucks.
That's warm.
Yeah, when
That's perfect.
my mom
Year-round,
with
summer.
the wood stove in the house that burned down, she used to get that sucker. It was like 90 degrees in the living room,
That's how my grandma's is.
and then she'd be like, "Why isn't anybody in the living room?" I'm like, "Cause it's fucking 90 degrees." So I had my own room in the back where the laundry room was. So I would open the back door and all the windows in there, and I'd get it down to 50 or whatever the hell the outside temperature in paradise was, and I'd be playing games in my underwear with no t-shirt on. So I have like pretty good memories of running through the snow in this one game where I was kind of like a little bit nipply because it was like 30 degrees in my room.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And there's warnings about how things are louder in the cold and stuff as he's playing Solid Snake, running through the snow.
Oh, I was playing like some kind of an MMO. I'm not sure which one it was. So
ESO.
no, I think it was Dark Ages of Camelot. This was when I was in like 10th grade.
Okay. Yeah, that would
Maybe
be
I was a
Dark Age.
senior in high school, somewhere in there.
That'd definitely be Dark Age time.
Yeah. I don't even think WoW came out until we graduated or after that. Yeah, it was 2 years after we graduated.
Something like I think it was further than that actually.
Wasn't it 2004?
I'm gonna look
Sounds
now.
about right.
Shit. So these elves can make. I was thinking about this. Oh, was your little t-shirt fur?
Yeah, that makes sense because I was working at the postal center at the time. That was when I was spending my 24 hours playing video games. No sleep.
Oh, yeah.
You were working at a postal center?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds cool. Did you get to
sucked.
talk to anybody?
it sucked. It was horrible.
Oh, what did you do?
fucking packaged boxes up and had people took mail to the fucking.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I
post
thought you were
office?
delivering mail.
No, not the
'Cause
post
I would
office. It was like
that job. I would just knock on people's door and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
I have done deliveries
Like-
before. Yes, I've delivered
Yeah.
furniture and medication. Plus, I've repoed furniture. So I've done all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like it would suck.
It was not fun. Sometimes it was fun. A lot of times it was not.
I
Especially
mean,
when they want you to do it by yourself.
what?
Yeah.
There's no way that's a good idea.
Take out the sleeper sofa by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
You
did
drag it
get.
out of there. It's damaged to hell.
I did. I have taken like recliners from people's houses by myself, but that's not that hard. And
No.
I don't give a. I didn't give a shit, so I Jasoned it and threw it down the stairs.
it
It was a fucking mess anyway. So. But anyways, what were you saying about something about the movie?
Me?
I don't know. Somebody was talking about it before
I
we
was
got
gonna
off on
say,
a while.
why was he giggling when the guy cleaned his shoes?
I don't know. I think he was just happy
And
somebody
they
was
were
doing
on,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because it's some kind of weird sex thing. I mean,
Maybe
growing
it's
up with all
into
those
it.
elves, of course. Oh, that's what I was saying. So, could you imagine? Why can't these elves be real? They seem like they
Oh my
really
God.
like making stuff,
Eric just
and
made
then they could just make like crap loads of video cards for everybody.
Are you saying they're not real, Eric? What are you trying to tell
they
me?
actually
No. Why can't they be
They talked
around
about that.
where I can have one like a house elf?
They mentioned that in the movie. They talked about their silicon training to make the silicon chips and stuff. They actually talked about it in the movie.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't I have a house elf and be like, hey, Ting Dong, make me a goddamn I want an RTX 2080 Ti. Let's go.
You
How-
would get one called Ting Dong, wouldn't you?
Of course I would. I'd
How did
rename him.
Elf-
His name would be like Billsworth Eggsquire, and I'd be like, no, your name is Ting Dong.
How did Elf not
Yeah.
have like
Not Ding
20
Dong.
elf girlfriends?
He was awkward as fuck, man.
Yeah, but he probably had a big dong compared to the other elves.
No, he was actually small compared to other elves.
I think you're getting out of the realm of even real. I mean, could you imagine
Even
that
still,
though?
we're talking about a movie of Santa Claus.
No. I mean, like out
What
of
are you
the
trying to say,
realm
Jason?
of like
I know.
where you have like a set of genitalia that's one size, and then you have like a woman having sex with an elephant.
Eric, you have watched documentaries on the internet, right? You've seen this happen.
No,
I'm sure
Not-
that's out there somewhere.
not any elephants or anything. I mean, I did see one where these two guys climbed into an elephant's vagina.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then they masturbated penises inside of it.
Yeah, but
Found a cure.
that's the Brothers Grimsby channel.
Oh, no wonder you win a half shell.
Why couldn't they have a fucking Christmas movie? I would love making Kelly sit through that.
Yeah. What? How would you make me? I know how to walk. Walk away.
Walk
So
away.
that's-
Just walk away.
She'd start walking away, and he would like annoy Stan to make him scream, so she'd have to come back.
All I'd have to
I'd
do is
take it
just
with
hold her
me.
leg. That's it. All I have to do is like even if I just put some weeds in here that they would touch her leg, she'd freeze up. She can't walk through weeds.
I don't like it. It's weird and itchy.
See?
It's unnatural.
So that's the thing. I just gotta grow a ring of weeds around where she can't leave.
God damn it.
He carries her over the weeds like it's the threshold of the house and
Is it
sets
like
her
a-
down in the middle of them.
Like a spirit
stay
that can't
here.
go past a line of salt?
Yeah,
much,
it's
yeah.
like that.
Damn it. Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's funny. I'm picturing myself doing that. It's hilarious.
God.
So, Steve, you have any interesting comments or thoughts about the show?
No, not really. I like the fight against Santa. That was pretty good. The fucking, you're not Santa. And just fucking
Oh yeah.
kids thrown in jail for that. I feel like it should have been the what was it? It should have been the Santa. Who's the guy who played Santa Claus in Home Alone? Was it Home Alone that I'm thinking of?
I don't
I
remember.
don't
his name.
know.
Where
Are you talking?
Ah, fuck,
Are you
what's
talking
his
about
name?
the guy, the Santa that was like?
Goes to his car and
It's like-
yeah,
he-
yeah.
Yeah.
Hands him like some Tic Tacs.
oh yeah, that's
That was
Home Alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta remember what the guy's name is.
Joe Schmo. I
To
don't
be the
think-
mall store Santa?
Yeah, just because I wanted
yeah.
him to be the guy who was fighting him. I feel like that would
His
be
Oh.
name
funnier.
was Nicholas. Saint Nicholas.
Let's see. I've seen him in other stuff. I just can't remember his name.
Oh, see, I don't know him. Yeah.
I thought he was Bill Murray's brother, but I don't think it is.
No.
Does Bill Murray have a brother?
He's
He has
got
two.
he's got at least two brothers.
I
He's got
wouldn't know. But
Brian,
Kelly was like,
Bill
he's
Murray.
got two.
I think it's one, and then
Well,
Joel Murray.
One of them wished me happy birthday on Twitter.
That's true.
Awesome.
So yeah. It was the younger one that's in he's been on Who's Line a lot.
Yeah.
His name's Joel Murray.
Joel,
He's
yes.
cool.
Okay.
Not the cool one that was in a Christmas Vacation. That's the boss. That guy seems like he'd be pretty fun to hang around with.
All right, so it's Ken Hudson Campbell. And if you saw this guy, you definitely know who I'm talking about. He's been in a lot of
Isn't he in
movies you've seen.
Groundhog's Day too?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I
the
know.
guy who asks how the weather is, like right off the bat. How's the weather today?
Yeah.
And he's like, shut up, idiot.
For some reason, when I see a Santa that wants to fight somebody, I think of that guy. Even though in Home Alone he was actually a pretty decent dude. He's off work and this kid runs up there. He's like, "Hold on a second," puts his fucking beard back on, throws a cigarette away. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" He wasn't being a dick. So
When I think of Santa Claus fights, I think of Jingle All the Way
yeah,
and Jim Belushi.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you
And then
go. That's a good
eventually
one, too.
there's this hulking Santa who kicks Arnold's ass.
Oh, dude. Ken Hudson Campbell also played the cook on Periscope Down.
That's the one I'm looking for. and
Yeah.
I just didn't go far.
Isn't
enough
it down Periscope?
Or
Yeah,
Down
yeah.
Periscope. Yeah.
Did we just discover Jason is dyslexic?
And that explains a lot of stuff.
Holy crap.
That makes a lot more sense. I get it now. I love Down Periscope. I don't know how I haven't chosen that movie.
We don't own it.
It's
not on
literally
anything.
one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie. Wait, was he in that?
He was also in Armageddon.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Yeah.
just found a picture of him in Armageddon. I didn't know he was in that. I forgot.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah, he's a scared of something, I think.
This kid, what are you doing?
It's those damn Anderson jeans.
I know.
It's so funny though. She gets pregnant and I'm like, well, this kid's gonna be a little different than what you're used to. And she's like, what does that mean? I'm like, well, he's gonna, be a little bit more hard to deal with. And she's like, no, I've been around my nephews. I know about boys. I'll be okay. Fast forward to, she's like, why won't you stop moving when she's trying to change his diaper? And he's just maniacing it, like just kicking and using his weird ass arms that can grab stuff out of his reach.
Yeah, he has like
super
go-go
easy.
gadget arms. I
Yeah.
kid you not. Like, okay, I'm like almost 6 foot, right? I have very long arms and legs. Like, okay,
Uh-huh.
and this kid is only 10 months, and somehow I swear his arms get longer than mine, and I'm holding him down. I'm like, what? What's going on? I do not understand.
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
So apparently,
Maybe
when
he's
this
an elf baby.
when this movie first was pitched, Jim Carrey was supposed to star in it.
Yeah, I read that.
It was
That
back
would've
in
made it a
'93,
terrible
though.
movie.
I don't see that being a
No.
good movie.
Like,
Yeah.
he's had Christmas movies before. He was the Scrooge in the animated.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you can see
That
that.
was a good
too.
one.
Oh yeah, it is good. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like
And the
the
Grinch,
Grinch,
you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Ace Ventura as elf, it'd just be different. It might still be all right.
Well, I feel like this was kind of prime. That was kind of prime Jim Carrey time too, like '93.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wait
If
a
they
second, we're
had the
forgetting one of. Sorry.
From if they had the penguins from When Nature Calls in it, that'd be awesome. The ones that
Yeah.
live in his fridge.
And we're forgetting like the best Christmas movie with Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber. He literally plays Lloyd Christmas,
yeah,
Santa Claus's brother.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Then they go and it's snowy in the movie, so it must be Christmas. Then they find a lot of money.
Yeah.
Also, must be
They
Christmas.
go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a montage. I feel like
They're wearing gloves. One of
Yeah.
them wears 2 pairs of gloves because they're extra.
extra glovey.
His hands were getting kind of sweaty though, so we had to take them off.
Yeah. Harry, your hands are freezing.
Oh man! And then the second Elf movie got thrown away
Yeah, I
because Will
know!
Ferrell didn't want to do it.
It was probably terrible.
He probably read the script and was like, "All right, the first one, it looked like a good script. This one looks like dog shit."
You know that happens.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen with some actors enough. Where they look at it and they're like,
Sure, why not?
well, I'll get paid a lot of money, but
Let's go
this
for
is
it."
going to be a real piece of shit.
Don't.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll take anything, I think.
Yeah, he will.
I mean, shit, at this point, we could say that about Mark Hamill.
It's true.
I couldn't help it.
I wouldn't think on a podcast about Elf, you guys would somehow tie in Star Wars and Star Trek, but here we are.
We're
We've
nerds,
done
Kelly.
it 3 times.
That's what we live
I
and
know.
breathe. I want to see Elf meet. You know what I want to see is a Star Trek Elf crossover. Just because that would be great with Captain Picard trying to deal with this guy.
Just deal with Will Ferrell.
Just deal with him. Actually, fuck. I want to see Step Brothers, but with fucking Captain Picard as the guy's dad.
The thing is that like Jesus Christ, Patrick
I want to
Stewart,
see it,
he can play a goofy guy pretty easy. So,
but I want to see Picard. You know what? I want to see, that alternate universe or whatever where they're bad. I want to see that one with Step Brothers so that Picard can be like, number 1, punch him in the face.
have we seen the alternate universe Picard? I don't feel like we have.
I thought we did because it was in that episode where they had like RNA instead of DNA or something, and they were evil.
Was there?
Did I totally misremember that?
I don't know.
You
'Cause it
guys
seems
haven't
like
seen the new
there's-
series, right?
No.
Okay, never.
If they have one in there, you can say, because it's not necessarily spoiling anything. Holy shit, wouldn't that be great though? Watch a show and then it turns out it's the evil version, and you're like, why the hell is this guy acting like such a piece of shit?
the new Picard series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he's the bad guy version, and the good guy version's like, decline kittens and helping out puppies and all that kind of stuff.
That sounds like that's the bad guy version.
Just gonna-
Horrible thing to do.
All right, I'm just gonna say Picard in alternate universe. I'm not seeing like an actual television show with alternate universe Picard. I think it's a lot of like books and stuff. But he's got fucking Max shirt going with his Starfleet uniform, no sleeves. He's fucking he's pretty ripped.
Now I want to see
He's got a
Sunny Goes
goatee.
to the future and meet this guy.
He's got a goatee going.
Oh my, he sounds like Mac.
Let's see. Hold on, let me put this in the thing. Drag that over there so I can do that. You dick. Copy. Get out of there. Fuck. And there. There you guys go. And I'll put this on the screen over here for everybody.
How do I see this?
In what way did you send that?
I sent it on Discord.
Why is it not showing up?
My
What
Discord
channel
is
is it on?
Not actually open.
Oh, it's on the stream channel. Do it.
Right? He's got no sleeves. Fucking. He's even got like a Klingon blade. It looks like.
I feel like he should be sitting there with a
Oh,
weight in one of
God.
his arms, just lifting it.
Yeah.
He looks like. Oh, Kelly can't see it. Oh, she's
No.
definitely not interested.
He has a penis
What?
on the right side of his shirt. Everybody. Our
That's a
left is right.
phaser.
That's penis.
I thought it was like a Klingon knife, is what it looked like to me.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, definitely. I didn't know, Jason, your penis has a slot in the middle like that? That's weird.
Where
That's
else
how
are
he
they
puts
gonna
the
put credit
attachments in
card
there.
when they're paying?
now I know Jason is Jerry because instead of him, Jason just didn't turn down donating his penis to that guy's heart. Yvonne's like, yeah, I want the extra Virginizer 2000 replacement right there, the one with the slot in the middle.
Damn it.
That's really weird.
You don't,
man.
Kelly. You never seen that episode of Rick and Morty?
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh yeah, that's true. You don't watch those.
Kelly.
She acted all surprised. Oh no, I haven't.
Good episode. It's like one of their like interdimensional cable ones. I think that one has
The
like
only episode I like is
Steely in
Pickle
it.
Rick, and maybe that dog that is robotic. That's all.
Oh yeah.
The very first episode ever. I think
It
that
is?
was the dog. Yeah, I think it was the very first episode when they
It
had
was
the
pretty
dog.
close to the beginning if it wasn't.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
close to the
It
first
might have
one.
been
It's not the
episode
first
2.
one, though.
It
Yeah,
was pretty early on.
it's first season for sure.
I just rewatched first season. It was very early first season.
Oh boy, now he's having a good time.
You guys like the engine on the bottom of fucking Santa's sleigh? I mean, like, it doesn't have anything. Okay, so that's supposed to keep it up in the air, but there's no thrust, like nothing to keep it up in the air. It's just to go forward is all it's gonna do. There's no wings on that fucking sled. So I'm not really sure. Fucking, and you can't say magic because that's what was flying the thing before.
Dang it! I was just gonna go magic.
Well, the whole
that's why
thing
he
that
needed it,
bugs
because
me
he lost
about
magic,
the whole. Well, the thing that bugs me about this entire concept of Santa is the whole secret part of the all these shows. Because, like, first off, everybody knows about Santa.
Yeah.
So who are they keeping it secret from? Because they're terrible at it. Secondly, the guy needs to just be like flying around like, hey, I'm right here. I'm delivering, packages. I want to see Robot Santa. I mean, his job
We
would
have
be
seen
much
Robot
easier.
Santa. It's called Futurama.
No. Like, not the one that has the crappy Google programming. I want to see the one with the good, like, Elon Musk programming where it'll just run over pedestrian once in a while, but it's really sorry about it.
God damn it.
I am so sorry. I hit you. Pat, pat, pat.
Here is an extra gift.
Just
And
poops
that's
out a
better
Tesla.
than like, because the Google one would just be like, he would never leave. He'd just be in the chimney all the time. You're like, where the fuck would the goddamn smoke go out of here?
Just sitting there
And
listening.
it turns out he's just down there listening and he's looking through the crack in the bricks in your bedroom while you're doing it. Oh, this guy likes to do it doggy style. All right, we'll add that to his Google profile information. Because they know. I mean, they have it on their phone all the time. They're looking at it. Holy shit, Stan. I just witnessed domestic abuse from my kid to Kelly. He just whacked her so hard a passy flew out of her mouth.
Well, maybe she shouldn't be using the kid's passy.
No, she holds it in there for him because that way, when he spits it out, she doesn't lose it. Anyways, he just whacks at her face sometimes.
Yeah.
My kid used to
Yes.
headbutt me. She fucking loved doing that. Hit me right in the teeth.
Oh.
Hurt us both. It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
I headbutt my grandpa and made his nose bloody, and then I got a spanking for it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the spanking. I just remember
You blacked out.
looking up at my grandpa, and he had blood like just blasting out of his nose. I mean, to be honest, I didn't know exactly what was going to happen when I did it, and I didn't know it'd be that bad. But
Yeah.
the guy in the movie didn't have a bloody nose. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do that. Let's see how this works." And then I hammered his nose, and my dad laughed for like a second because it was funny. I mean, just a little kid walk up, hey, and I tapped him on the thing. He bent down, and I just headbutted him. And then Grandpa was mad, and Grandma gave me a spanking.
Because
Now,
Grandpa
those
was
were the
too
worst
mad.
ones. He wasn't really into doing any of that. He just handed me
Yeah.
to somebody else and be like, just take care of this little asshole. Grandpa was a pretty soft touch for the most part. He
Yeah.
was like, it was funny. So they lived on a ranch that had acreage and they had sheep. So occasionally they'd have to shoot neighbor dogs out of the sheep because the dogs are killing the sheep. It sucks to have to shoot a dog, but it also sucks when one dog will kill like 50 sheep
Yeah.
because they will kill until you stop them from killing, unfortunately. It's like dogs. Well, wolves also do the same thing. It's kind of a myth where they only
don't
kill
touch
enough
that.
to eat. That's not really the case. Anyways, so my grandpa would run out there to see what was happening, even though he can hear a dog barking and hear the sheep. Then he'd run back in to get his slippers. Then he'd run back out to check and see if the dog was still there. Then he'd run back in and get his coat on or something, run back out, then realize, oh, I forgot the gun. Then he'd run back in and get the gun. Then he'd run back out, oh, crap, I forgot bullets.
No.
Then he'd run back in and get a bullet. And sometimes the dogs would run off by then after they killed, 7 or 8 sheep. But my grandma, she'd just walk outside and just drill the dog. It was like, oh, I hear dog barking. Walk out there, bam, the dog's dead. Just, my dad was, I guess my uncle said that my dad used to camp down there waiting for dogs to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think eventually they'd get the hint, right? But I guess not.
Well,
No.
people would come up and they'd be all like, you killed my dog. Oh my God. It's like, look what your dog did to all of our sheep. Do you want to pay for these sheep? Well, no. Oh, okay. So you still mad about the dog? Well, a little bit. But, I mean, it's like if my dogs went and somebody shot them because they were actively killing sheep, I'd be like, well, that sucks for them. Sorry about your sheep. I'm broke.
Yeah.
So do you want to punch me in the stomach or something? We could just settle it like that. Because I don't want to pay for somebody's like $1,500 sheep. Fuck that. That's why you got to keep your dogs on a leash if they're nearby. It's like Luna. She wouldn't do that because she's a herd dog. She'd just stare at it, and then the sheep would be freaked out and run away. Then she'd chase it around without actually hurting it.
Yeah, she might nip the ankles a little. Sometimes they do that to keep them in line.
Yeah, but I mean, she wouldn't one of the grossest images my dad told me about is he walks up and he sees this corpse moving and writhing, and he's like, what the hell? And this dachshund ate its way out of the fucking sheep's stomach.
How did it get in there?
The sheep those things are so dumb they'll panic and just lay down, and then the dachshund ate its way in through the ass and out the stomach.
Ew.
Yeah. That's like, people don't realize how dumb sheep are.
People don't
They're
realize
super
how dumb
dumb.
dogs are.
Well,
That's
I mean,
fucking
the
stupid.
dachshund kicked its ass.
It ate through its asshole.
That's what animals do, man.
That's
Go for
what
the soft
dogs
parts.
love, assholes. I mean, are
I
you
know.
kidding?
You look
I
at
have
any
4
animal,
dogs
though.
and they love
Intestines
me.
all the way
I'm
up
an
the stomach
asshole.
and out.
There's a lot of healthy stuff in there if you're a dog.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody, for that conversation. What rating did you guys give this movie?
I gave this movie 4 stars. It was really nice. There was no scenes where dogs killed anything in this
Yeah.
movie.
It's good.
And for that reason alone, I'm rated. No, I'm just 5 stars.
Because like 2 stars.
I want to see more dog killing.
Oh God.
What'd you say, Jason?
3.
Okay, and I gave it 4 stars. Next week's movie is Kelly's Choice. Probably be our last. Well, I think Eric still got one Christmas movie once.
Yeah.
So next week's movie is Kelly's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
I'm choosing. Are you sure?
It's up to you, but yeah.
Are you choosing a holiday next week?
I'm gonna choose
you know-
Die Hard. Yeah.
Oh, well, spoiler alert. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Now we can see that sweet Santa fight
That's right.
and why Anakin Skywalker sucks so bad.
Oh, that's right. He is in this, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's the worst kid ever.
Always keep your promises if you want to keep your friends.
That's the only good thing he says throughout the entire movie. The rest of it's like,
Whiny, whiny.
Dad, I've got all this really cool, expensive stuff in my bedroom. Why can't you spend more time with me? Ugh.
But he doesn't keep his
I
promises.
can't
in
work
Star
from home,
Wars. He just
stupid.
screws it all up.
Yeah.
I guess he kind of tries to, Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turkader, and twitch.tv/Turkader Plays. Go to youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, youtube.com.
Holy crap.
I'm melting over here, apparently. youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at HAPGaming.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkader. You can follow Eric on Twitter at
Quick and Severe.
Kelly on Twitter at
Sugar Snuggles.
Jason on Twitter at
Unbelievable one.
And Ricky on Twitter at Furry Twitterballs. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. Heroic Adventure Productions. We'll say that slower. And twitch.tv/Tuckerter Plays. Thanks for watching, everybody. Join us. I don't know if we're going to be playing anything next week. For stream. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But join us next weekend, next Sunday, as we discuss Jingle All the Way, 7:00 p.m. Pacific time. And that'll be it. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I was expecting Jason to say something, but he didn't.
I
He did.
I said
He
bye.
did.
Oh.
I said at the same time as Kelly.
Ah.